approved by the FDA.
George.
Charlie.
George.
Zanzan.
George.
Redwan.
Sasa.
Is the K?
K.
Is the K?
K.
K?
Yeah. Assembly near the Nasemco. George. George.
Charlie.
I'm still dazed and shocked, but you let's start the sports center.
Hey.
But George, you know what? Roslyn Amo is coming to
Are we
studio
playing
today.
Tomorrow?
Maybe
we are playing again or something.
The third place for the round of 16.
We are playing the third place for the round of 16.
So this morning, Benes revealed to me that President Akufo-Addo had predicted a Ghana-Egypt final. Don't worry, Mr. President. We'll play it on PS4.
We are calling all the prophets to book now. Mr.
George,
you can't do that. You can't just do that, though.
You know what? You should come back. You know, when Nana Banamwa, Eva Ochre, Nana Jemine, and Roslyn Amo join us, you should come back. Come back and let's discuss this.
It's okay. Everything's over, eh?
Charlie,
it's over.
Let me ask A+.
Charlie,
ask Ajigo.
Charlie, be serious.
Anyway,
Charlie,
with the heavy hearts, I announced that the sports
Egyptians
center...
you see today and the Ghanaians you see today, you see, hey, Charlie, this tournament there, already won. 7-time champions out. 5-time champions out. We should have realized that 4-time champions were dropped.
No way. But I was saying here, he times champion.
Stripeless teams, Algeria, you know, like Madagascar, you know, they have nothing on their CV. They are inside there, you know, Benin.
Nothing on their CV.
Squirrels.
Nothing on their CV.
What is
I
wrong?
mean, squirrels, if they see small firecracker, they run away.
They ran out. Squirrels.
And squirrels are swallowing lions.
When
I mean,
the lions are running away from squirrels.
No, but why is it?
And you know, the eagles can never reach the height of a star.
And they were able to fly over
Have you
the
seen
star.
a star which is black before?
And that's
Charlie.
Have you seen a star?
No, that one they take go for it.
I think we have to talk about.
the Joy Sports Center is brought to you by
With a heavy heart, I announced the sports center is about to begin.
Heavy Heart. This
It's a very difficult sports center.
heavy this morning. Very,
But
very
let's thank our friends from MTN 4G Plus.
Yes.
For the fastest connectivity and highest internet speed, choose MTN TurboNet. Standard Chartered Bank here for good. And Multi-TV just thrills. The journey of 1,000 smiles began 10 years ago. And to celebrate this, MTN is giving away 10 brand new Hyundai cars in the MTN Momo at 10 promo, including the all-new 2019 Hyundai Santa Fe as a grand prize. You could also win other exciting prizes like Samsung Smart TVs, up to 3,000 Ghana cedis in eCash every month, and so much more. Just keep using your MTN Momo more for your everyday transactions to build points and win big from now till the end of August, only on Ghana's best network. Dial *120# to check your points. Terms and conditions apply. Go on, just Momo it. We there for you everywhere you go. Do you want to feel special? Want to be pampered? Well, I do. And I know you do too, because you are worth all the good things in life. Now imagine getting free access to over 1,000 VIP lounges in airports all over the world for you and that special person with your Standard Chartered Visa Infinite card. Walk into a world of privileges and comfort while you waste to travel the world. Enjoy free food, drinks, Wi-Fi, and everything else that comes with it. Just when you thought it was too good to be true, it doesn't stop. You have free travel insurance cover worth $2.5 million on every trip. Let that sink in for a while. $2.5 million worth of insurance cover. Yes, this is just a few of the many amazing privileges that Standard Chartered Visa Infinite Debit or Credit Card brings you. Isn't it time for an upgrade? Call toll free now on 0800 740 100 or visit sc.com/gh for yours today. Standard Chartered.
Here for good. And I'm here for sports. Coming up in the Sports Center.
To look at the wing play and stretch it. Wabi Kasri with the danger man. Keeps the ball, flicks it nicely. Gone into Kashuna. Kashuna with the ball, then hits that into the penalty box. And they have got the first goal! What and a massive touch coming in from Kennedy. For the touch. Tunisia lead by 1-0. Good goal there. Wakaso with the ball for the Black Stars. Left-footed into the penalty box above everybody. Flick on header, and that's an own goal. The Black Stars are back in the running. What drama! Oh my word! It's the Black Stars 1, Carthage Eagles 1. Khalid Bekuban with the third kick for the Black Stars. Khalid Bekuban open one up there. Khalid hits the ball. Goalkeeper saves. The first save there. Khalid Bekuban is crushed. If Sassi scores, the dream is all over. Sassi for Tunisia. Thomas Partey hiding to watch. Sassi, 2 paces back. Sassi hits the ball and it's gone. And Tunisia through to the next stage. Tunisia have knocked out the Black Stars yet here. They have struggled against the Stars, but tonight was their night, and they have smashed the Black Stars out. Khalid Bekuban in tears.
The long wait for the African title is on as the Black Stars fail to progress to the next stage of the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations. Ghana lost 5-4 in penalties to Tunisia after 1-1, in 90 minutes and extra time. Black Stars coach Kwesi Appiah is certainly not a happy man.
Yeah, actually, I feel bad because this was a very tough game. The expectations were really high. We did our best, but unfortunately, when it comes to penalties, it can go either way. It's just unfortunate, we could not go past the Tunisian side, but saying that they are also a very good side, and you can't downplay the victory. Yeah, it's true. We had a lot of opportunities to finish the game before 90 minutes, and I think the introduction of VAR, will help the African countries, because if we had VAR, to check on the goal that's scored automatically, maybe would have been a different result. But apart from that, in a game of football, you may create so many chances, but if you are unlucky, it happens. You get so many chances and you mess it up.
Now, Samoa Gyan is one of those players many feel is down with the Black Stars. He also had this to say after the game.
I don't think so. We were better than them. They have some quality players, but I think we dominated the game. After they are 1-0, we dominated the game. We were pushing. We came back, and then we couldn't score the late winner. But we had a couple of chances that we could have won the game.
John, how would you sum up our campaign?
It's quite disappointing. For the past 8 years, we've been to the semi-finals. And it's very unfortunate we've been eliminated that early. We are sad. We don't deserve that, but this is football. The host nation has gone home. This is football for you. There were so many countries that were underestimated, but now people have to respect what football is about. You cannot underestimate any country because everybody is improving in football. So this is what we. That's all.
What's the future of our team?
The tournament is over for us. We have to go home. Players have to go to their clubs. I think some have to go on holidays for some days before they join their clubs. We don't have to be down because we've got a lot of young players who want to do something in future. So we have to just support them, and then we see what happens in the future.
All right, let's hear from defender Jonathan Mensah, who summed up Ghana's campaign as disappointing and hopes to bounce back in the near future.
A surprising and disappointing one, because we always want to do well. We always want to go for the ultimate, but once again, we didn't make it. We'll just go back and keep going.
What do you think was that?
What'd you say?
What do you think was the problem?
It's a general thing. We had chances that we could win the game. We didn't, and their game plan worked. They took us to extra time, and it came down to penalties, and it's always 50-50. we didn't convert one. They did, and they won the game. We always project on going far in the tournament and winning the ultimate, but once again, disappointing finish. We still have a lot to come up.
All right, then let's get a wrap from yesterday's action in Suez.
Ivory Coast came through their clash with Mali with a 1-0 win, thanks to Wilfred Zaha's 76th-minute goal. Mali are the second youngest team in this AFCON, and their lack of experience cost them a ticket to the quarter-finals. They missed far too many good chances to hope to win against a side like Ivory Coast, even on a day when they looked as undercooked as this. On this form, the team they really don't want to meet is Algeria, who have been ruthless so far. But that's who they will now face in Thursday's quarter-final, while Tunisia will come up against surprise package Madagascar later that day.
All right, let's hear from Baba Tando with today's edition of the Joy AFCON Minute.
The AFCON Minute on Joy is brought to you by Total Excellium, the fuel that cleans your engine kilometer after kilometer, in association with GoTV and DSTV, your exclusive Total AFCON coverage destination. It looks like the 2019 Total Africa Cup of Nations casualty list increases by the day. The latest to have joined the bandwagon is Emmanuel Amuneke, coach of Tanzania, who was sacked just yesterday. The Nigerian has joined Egypt's Javier Aguirre and Uganda's Sebastian Desabre. But luckily for Desabre, he remained jobless for just a few hours as he has been appointed head coach of Egyptian league side, the Pyramids. Could Ghana's coach Kwesi Appiah be next in line to join the managerial casualties as the hashtag #DropThatCoach has gained momentum? Tweet at us at Joy Sports with the hashtag JoyAFCON. Salam.
Football together.
Okay, so that's about it for the Joy Sports Center this morning. There's going to be more talk about the Black Stars to come later on the show. So we'll get into the analysis, what happened. Those of you who still feel that the goal that was scored by Didier Ayew was a legitimate goal. All of that will go through. How about the penalties? Why has that been a problem? The last time we won a penalty shootout as the Black Stars was in 1982, and there's just a lot of work, the attention to detail. I'm sure all of that will be here on the show, and whether a correct picture was painted, from camp, with respect to how going into the tournament, and whether these boys really had their heads screwed on for it. How did the superstition and everything play into it? I'm sure it will be a very interesting discussion.
Very interesting discussion.
I'll be very excited to join later then.
Of course, just come back. Actually, what we're going to do now is we're just going to take the Goof money tip. Just these few messages, and as soon as we come back, we begin with that conversation. We'll be joined by our guests, Nana German Rose Denamo, Eva Autry, and of course Nana Banamo. Of course, George and the rest of the gang will be here. So stay with us on the Super Morning Show. A little bit later on the show, we are asking, are the solutions beyond us? Citizens for change. What is it that irks you about this country? And what can we do about it? Ato Olsen Appiah will join us in the studio. Dr. Nefertiti Poplampo will also be joining us in the studio as we discuss simple solutions to problems that often seem insurmountable. Stay with us. We'll be right back.